Now that we have an understanding of anatomical position, the next thing to start talking about is anatomical terms. And these terms are a little bit like the example I used. These terms are a lot like north, south, west, and east. They give direction in relation to something, in the case of the example, magnetic north. And so these are really similar in the case that these give direction, but direction in reference to anatomical position. So the one I want to start off with, and what I want to do is I want to compare two words side by side and see how they differ and how they relate. So the first two I want to use are the terms medial and lateral. Now, medial refers to towards the midline of the body, and lateral refers to away from the midline of the body. And you can begin to tell how important anatomical position is with this example. If I were to put out my palm of my hand, I would say here that my pinky is medial to my thumb. So that being to say it another way, that my pinky is closer to the midline of my body than the thumb is. And likewise, I would say that my thumb is lateral or farther to the outside than my pinky. Now, this makes sense, but what happens if I flip my hand over so that my palm is facing down? You can see how it's reversed, right? My thumb is now medial or more towards the midline than my pinky is. And likewise, my pinky is lateral or more to the outside than my thumb is. You can see how describing the same thing can be used two different terms, and that's why it's important that we always reference anatomical position. That way, when the body is set up with arms by the side, palms facing out, we now know with complete certainty that the pinky is medial or closer to midline than the thumb is. And that's why anatomical position is so important.